Hi, I'm Agatha. I know, I'm gorgeous. Silky hair, a great body, and a great sense of style. I have it all. If I sang, you'd instantly fall for me. Agatha! Miss Disaster! This is my private diary video. Get out of here! Oh, chill. My story is more interesting anyway. Hey, artist, I could use some help. She's going to ruin our video. I'll fix it. Hey, it's not fair! Phew, now that's better. Hi, I'm Peggy. Hit that like button and I'll start. When I was a kid, my mom lost her job and we had nowhere to live. Instead of money, we had wind in our pockets. We couldn't even afford to rent a room in a motel, so we asked my Aunt Sarah and her daughter Agatha to stay at their place for a while. I'm not sure that's a good idea. We don't have much space. Please, Sarah, we'll move out as soon as we get back on our feet. My aunt rolled her eyes but let us in. However, she had several conditions. You will sleep in the closet and work around the house. We became their live-in maids working for free. Agatha made my life unbearable. There were no limits to the arrogance and narcissism of that girl. Peggy, write a report for me. In return, I'll let you comb my beautiful hair. I'm not going to do that. Then I'll tell Mom you're bullying me. And I'll tell my mom you stole her makeup. You wouldn't dare. Try me. We were about to start fighting like wildcats. The spoiled cockroach in the left corner of the ring is Agatha. The girl on the right is me, Peggy. Who would you bet on? But then, Mom appeared and pulled me away. Peggy, what are you doing? They could throw us out. I had no choice but to put up with my insufferable cousin. Get used to it. See how beautiful I am? I will definitely become rich and popular, and you'll always work as my maid. She took my things without asking for permission and did everything she could think of to make me miserable. Singing was the only thing that stopped me from having a nervous breakdown. It was my dream to go to a music academy. Soon, Mom finally found a good job and invited us all to a modest restaurant to celebrate. You're paying, right? I'm ordering lobsters then. Yeah, having no shame clearly ran in the family. All of a sudden, one of my favorite singers walked into the restaurant. I wanted to ask her for an autograph, but Agatha spilled sauce on me, on purpose. Oops, your idol won't want to be seen with such a dirty girl. That was the last straw for me. I'd had it with my cousin's antics and screamed with anger. My voice was so loud and shrill that all the guests' glasses broke. The owner of the restaurant immediately came running. Oh, I'm so sorry for the mess. We'll work it off. Are you hiring dishwashers? But the man wasn't mad. He was amazed by my strong voice. You are as talented as my favorite singer, Dinah Washington. Later, I found out that she was one of the most famous jazz singers of her time. The man suggested I perform at his restaurant on weekends to pay for the broken glasses. My mother and I agreed, and it changed our lives. Soon, I became quite popular in the city. They called me a little jazz diva. Rumors about my unique voice reached a well-known producer. After listening to me perform, he immediately offered me a contract with the studio. Mom and I got rich, bought our own house, and finally moved out from our toxic relative's place. Several years passed. I was more popular than ever, but decided to fulfill my dream and go to a music academy anyway. I was also dating a popular blogger called Shane. He filmed funny vines and pranks. Life was as amazing as a fresh apple pie. But one day, our relatives knocked on our door. It was a freaking nightmare! Hi! Oh, that wasn't good. Aunt Sarah and Agatha barged into our house without waiting for us to invite them in, and immediately started to complain that they were in a difficult situation and had nowhere to live. Mom, can I talk to you for a sec? We won't let these evil dragons live here, will we? Baby, don't be rude. They helped us, remember? We should repay their kindness. I reminded Mom that they treated us like servants, but she wouldn't listen and let them stay. Thanks. We'll move out as soon as I find a new job. Agatha pounced on me with a hug, acting like she missed me. I'm so glad we're going to live together again, just like in the good old days. Yay. Please kill me. I gritted my teeth and tried to be polite. However, my cousin had somehow become even more stupid and rude since we'd last seen each other. I hadn't thought that was possible. She immediately moved into my room. I tried to chase her away, but my cousin went to my mom, looking pitiful. My back hurts, and I need a soft bed. Peggy's bed would be perfect. Mom took her side and asked me to be patient again. I had to move into the guest bedroom. I tried to keep busy to get my mind off things. One day, Agatha walked into my room while I was rehearsing. I accidentally dropped your toothbrush in the toilet. Oh, are you still singing in restaurants for peanuts? You probably don't have a boyfriend, huh? Well, no wonder. Who would want to date you? Her words made my blood boil. I smugly told her that I was actually a famous singer. Why haven't I heard anything about you if you're so popular? Because your taste in music is terrible, and I'm a jazz singer. Jazz? Only old people listen to it. Ugh, I showed her my posters and videos of me being showered with flowers at a concert, and then I introduced her to my friends from the music academy and my boyfriend Shane. My life is amazing. Got it? Your friends and boyfriend are too good for you. Despite her words, I could see that she was impressed and green with envy. And then she asked me why I was even studying at an academy if I was already popular. Because education is important. If you had brains instead of sequins in your head, you would know that. I thought my words would hurt her feelings, but Agatha blurted out something that almost gave me a heart attack. Help me become a famous singer! Yeah, right. I'll just pick up my magic wand from the dry cleaners and perform a miracle. I'm being serious. It can't be too hard if you did it. Wow, I wanted to pounce on her, but I just told her to get that nonsense out of her head. You have no talent, so it's not possible. Oh yeah? Whatever. I always get my way. I didn't take her words seriously. That was my mistake. She took a picture of me when I was picking my nose. Can you believe it? Oh, come on. Everyone does it. Don't judge me. She violated my privacy and tried to sell that photo to my fans. Now that was messed up. Look at this. Your favorite jazz singer stuck her finger up her nose. How embarrassing. What are you doing? I'm trying to earn money since you refused to help me become popular. She was getting on my last nerve. The next day, I saw Agatha hit on my boyfriend. Shane, honey, you're a famous blogger. Could you make me famous too? And then that witch took my swimsuit and tried to humiliate me in front of my friends. Wow, it's huge. It's like a parachute. Luckily, my friends wanted nothing to do with her, but I was still fuming. I told Mom I didn't want to live with my aunt and cousin. Oh, Peggy, I get it. I really do. I've been trying to help Sarah get a job so they can move out, but she doesn't like anything. Sarah wants to lie on a couch and get paid $1 million for it. Mom asked me to be patient. She didn't want to kick our relatives out, but I wanted to get rid of Agatha as soon as possible. Then, I found out about a talent contest with a cash prize that was going to take place in our city. If my cousin won it, they would finally go away. I told Agatha she should go for it. You win. I'll make you popular. Show me what you got. She started to sing. I will spare you and your ears, but trust me, guys, it was terrible. I told her she had a lot to learn and dragged her to my academy so that she could listen to the professionals. However, my cousin wasn't interested in learning the basics. She wanted to become popular without putting any work into it. This is so boring. Wake me up when something interesting happens. It was obvious she wasn't going to win the competition. What could I do? And then it dawned on me. Of course! I could sing instead of her! I knew it was against the rules, but I was ready to do anything to get rid of Agatha. We rehearsed everything and headed to the competition. I was standing backstage and singing. All my cousin had to do was go on stage and open her mouth. But she managed to screw even that up! Agatha fancied herself a diva and put on high heels. Unfortunately, she didn't know how to walk in them and fell off the stage. I didn't see it and kept singing like nothing had happened, while my cousin was lying on the ground and cursing. The audience and judges saw through our trick and threw us out. I was despairing, and my cousin resembled a spoiled kid that didn't get ice cream. I want to be popular! I want it! When it rains, it pours. That day, I saw Shane with some girl. They were flirting and filming themselves. What the hell are you doing? Peggy, don't be mad. This is a singer from TikTok. We are collabing. Subscribers like such things. I watched some videos of that girl and was surprised. She mostly just did covers. Even though she wasn't very talented, she had a lot of subscribers. I realized that was my dumb cousin's chance to become popular. It seemed simple enough. Even she would be able to handle it. We created an account for her and started posting videos in which she did some singing and dancing challenges. But that wasn't enough to go viral. Despite her best efforts, she had few subscribers and views. I was getting tired of it all. So I asked Shane for advice. He knew everything about promoting a channel. Tip number 1. Subscribers love drama. Well, alright then. I brought Agatha to a cafe and asked her to do something stupid on camera. She sure had a talent for that. Agatha stood on a table and started to sing. When the manager asked us to leave, my cousin threw a fit. It's a free country. I can do whatever I want. I wanted to sink through the floor, but what I wanted even more was for Agatha to get out of my house. When we posted that embarrassing video, the number of our subscribers skyrocketed. Awesome! Tip number 2. Everyone loves heartwarming stories. I had to work hard to make my cousin look kind. Honestly, it was almost mission impossible. But I did it. I gave Agatha a sandwich and told her to give it to a homeless guy in the park. He's so nasty. You're the one who's nasty. He's just hungry. Do as I say. I filmed her, and Agatha's channel kept growing. It was time for tip number 3. Everyone loves romantic stories. You might think I'm crazy, but I asked my boyfriend to pretend to date Agatha. They filmed videos about their fake dates, fought and made up in public. Shane turned out to be right. It all made my cousin popular. Her channel kept growing by the day. She called herself a singer even though she was just messing around in most of her videos. I thought I had finally done the impossible and Agatha would leave. But when she left, she took my boyfriend with her. One day, I saw them out on a real date. I refused to believe that Shane had cheated on me. Please tell me this is some sort of prank. I'm sorry, Peggy. While we were pretending to be a couple, we fell for each other for real. Shane apologized and admitted that he had more in common with my cousin than me. We're both popular bloggers, and you're too good for me. You study at an academy and sing jazz. You're out of my league, and you'll find someone better. My heart broke into hundreds of pieces. Tears stung my eyes, but I refused to cry in front of Agatha. I basically set them up myself and could only blame myself for what happened. Well, be happy. Oh, by the way, I was finally noticed by a cool producer. He wants to sign a contract with me, so I don't need you anymore. We are moving out of your place. Finally, some good news. I turned around and was about to leave, but Agatha added something that devastated me. I figured out how to be successful and will always be popular, while you and your stupid jazz will soon be forgotten by everyone. I wanted to snap back, but decided to be above that and just left. I had a lot to think about. Was no one interested in jazz anymore? Could I make myself follow trends to stay popular? My legs carried me to the restaurant where my career began. I had a lot of pleasant memories of it, so I went in. There was no one inside. I stepped on the stage I'd performed on 100 of times and started to sing. I put my whole soul into it. And then I realized that someone was accompanying me on the saxophone. It was a cute guy in a waiter's uniform. We sounded great together. When we finished, someone started to clap. It was the owner of the restaurant. I recognized him. The man wiped away a tear. Music like this will never go out of style. Guys, keep doing what you're doing. His words inspired me. I realized that I would never turn my back on music. After all, it was a part of me. I talked to the saxophonist. His name was Mitchell. He said that he moonlighted there as a waiter to earn money for college and loved jazz too. We both felt a connection between us. It seemed I found someone who understood me. Mitchell and I made a great duo. Tickets to our concerts were selling like hotcakes. We're going on a world tour soon. And recently, I came across a ridiculous video of Agatha and my ex-boyfriend. They are still filming dumb videos and chasing likes and views. My poor eyes! My mom and I were finally able to breathe a sigh of relief. After all, my cousin and aunt moved out. Tell me, do you have any unpleasant relatives? Show them this video. Maybe it will make them rethink some stuff.